Alright, folks, welcome to what is episode 1 of the Empire Total War campaign. We've rolled Sweden on the Wheel of Names. There we go, you can see them now. I don't know what that was. I'm having a few graphical glitches with the main menu, but hopefully I don't think it will carry into the main game. I've done some testing as well, and there are a few audio glitches that are kind of annoying, so we'll see what we get. I am playing vanilla, so warts and all, this will be a little bit buggy. This is one of my favourite Total War games, up there with Medieval in my opinion, and Shogun too, just because of the scope of it, and I love the time period as well. I was thinking actually I might give Napoleon a miss, purely because it's going to be very similar to this, but on a smaller scale. So I think we're going to jump straight into Shogun 2 after this campaign is finished. Playing Sweden, obviously. I think we'll do a long campaign. We only need like a few more regions. I think it just adds Brandenburg, maybe? Yeah. Looks like it just adds Brandenburg, so we just need to fight the Prussians, essentially, and have 10 more regions. So yeah, it should be a good one. We've got a pretty unique position up in the north, where we can really sort of consolidate the Scandinavian regions. We'll be fighting Russia, we'll be probably fighting Poland, and we'll probably end up with fighting Prussia. We'll probably seek some allies, probably in the UK, Austria, maybe France. Don't know what prestige is. Have the highest prestige? Yeah, I mean, not really something I'm going to be looking at doing. But yeah, let's get in. Sweden. So, I'm going to try and space out recordings.
Should be to use yours.
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to try and space out recordings a bit more, so I'm not as sort of burnt out. I think the issue with my medieval campaign was I was basically recording like back to back to back to back. And that basically led to me like rushing to try and get it finished. So I think I'm going to try and stick to maybe 2 a day for this, like recordings, and then space out the episodes, just so I'm not getting as burnt out as I was in Medieval and in Rome. We're going to take things a bit slower. We're going to be fighting every battle because I don't really want to do auto resolving, because I think that sort of adds to the frustration. But this game is a bit of a slower paced game anyway, so it's should be nice and relaxing. Just going to take stock. We have St. Petersburg. We are at peace with everyone to start with. I think our immediate goal will be to take Norway and Denmark, because we need the money, I think. We're making some money, but not a fantastic amount. I'm going to chuck down some of the music and stuff a little bit. I've done a couple of test runs. I've played France and just sort of like got my head around the units and the battles and stuff, so that was fine. Luckily we're not playing like a colonial nation, so we don't have to worry about stuff in America, for example, though, you know, maybe we could try and colonize up here in Canada, because you do get resources which are unique to these territories. They're saying that we do have some fur buildings here. So we have 7k in the bank. Kind of quickly look at what we've got lying around. I think we're basically going to be on the defensive in Ingria and Livonia. We're not going to be pushing out. We want to take Courland, or Courland, fairly soon. And we want to be just sort of repelling any Russian advances into our lands, but like I say, first things first, we're going to go for Norway. Then we're going to go for the Danes. So we're going to move a fleet down there. Should be able to block that passage, I think, if we do. Put that there. And we're going to have our guys here. I think we're just going to keep them where they are for now. And we're going to get some units here in Stockholm. Because we don't have any line units. I'm going to get rid of the pikes. I don't really like using them. We're going to send them these units for now. And we're going to get 6 lots of line infantry. And I think that should be fine to take out the... Oh, it's both owned by Denmark. Okay. That should be fine to take Norway from Denmark. They have an army here, but it's not anything to write home about. So, yeah. Norway, and then Denmark, and then we'll turn our attentions east. This is the first game that really implemented research as a thing. So you have your research tree here. And so that's sort of the first breakaway, I guess, from the classic formula. The other one is the way you do reinforcement. It's over time instead of instant, or you don't queue up reinforcements. You do it separate to your recruitment, which I guess there's merits for that, and there's pros and cons. Because I believe in Med and Rome, your retraining would come out of your population. So it's not the case here. We've got a Hakkapeliitta unit in here, so we're gonna put you here. I think we'll keep this whole army in the fort because it gives us a bit of we can get down to Ingria and St. Petersburg in time if we need to. We got a couple of units here just to help us reinforce. And it also means if they go via Karelia, we can intercept them up here. We're just going to end with building that mine to get some money and a farm. We might have another farm we can do as well. That's not looking like we do. Nope, that's fine. Let's just check the religion. Protestant, Protestant, Protestant. Yeah, we're going to move you to St. Petersburg to convert. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slow start, but we'll get into things. Before we end the turn though, we are going to look at our diplomacy. So France are friendly with us, they're trading with us, so maybe we could... Nice. Oh wait, no. Was that a no? Yeah, that was a no. So Russia and Poland are hostile. Austria are indifferent. Cowland unfriendly. Denmark hostile. Yeah, we're not going to get any more trade agreements or anything like that anytime soon. I wonder if I can get a ship. No. I think we're going to just end the turn and see what happens. They want Estonia for... No, that's a terrible idea. Ah, okay. Fair enough. So we were at war with Poland. Luckily Russia didn't join. Oh. You're going to trade me Komi and Karelia for Ingria and Estonia, Livonia. Interesting. That is such a random province to give me. No, they're probably going to declare war on me. No. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we are immediately at war. That's always good. I'm going to build a military encampment here. Get some better troops. And we're going to have to think about essentially holding back the Polish. We're going to send our Rake over here. They're like a spy unit, I guess. Just to see if the Polish are coming. Should grab a militia just in case things go south. We do have an army encampment here, which is nice. We want to get the barracks for the line infantry though. Grab that. And we'll send this army to take Norway. We'll get right up close and then we'll just march in. Want to be careful about the their army in Copenhagen. I don't know if they can cross if my ship's here. I'm using EU4 logic, where if I, have naval superiority, the straits are blocked. But maybe that doesn't carry over here. Probably doesn't, know my luck. Build that farm. Okay. I'm going to send these guys over because Russia aren't attacking me yet. We have bigger fish to fry. Might end the turn. I think it's inevitable that Russia will attack. It's just going to happen, unfortunately. We just have to be ready for it. I'm going to try and speak to Prussia. They're going to give me the same shit deal. No. Absolutely not. William Kidd was killed. This guy's got +2 morale in battles. That's nice. So they could attack through this wood bit here, but we're gonna march down here. We're gonna essentially hold them at this crossing because they can't march through Kurland unless they declare war on them. That is. We're gonna keep these guys in here just to keep the peace. Did I forget to? I did. That's silly me. Forgetting to reinforce the army. But yeah, Norway, Denmark. It should be pretty easy. Not too worried there. It's really just going to be a matter of keeping this under control because I think they could probably get some decent armies there sent our way quite early on. But we'll always have a look. I don't know if they're at war with anyone else. I think everyone starts at peace. So I can't imagine Poland and Lithuania are at war with anyone. Are you going to send me another deal? Ah, they've declared war. Exquisite. Okay, we've got another spy. I'm going to send him over to eventually sort of prepare a little line of sight on what the Russians are sending our way. One more turn and we can get line infantry, so that's nice. Probably want to get a cannon foundry built as well, because that will always help. Cannons are king. That's a quote from Napoleon, I believe. Okay, nothing much to do here. We're going to get some more infrastructure built. Just to buff up our economy. So we are heading to war. Okay, they haven't got anything here, thankfully. It'll take a while for Russia to mobilize as well, because they're quite a big country and quite spread out. A lot of their armies, I believe, are like nearer the south, like bordering the Ottomans. So we have a bit of time to sort of prepare ourselves. Nice. I quite like the way the research is done in this game. I prefer it to all of the others, actually. Having like the buildings where you have to actually have the agent in and all that to give it a boost. Okay, we're going to go to Norway and take it. And I think we can recruit some line infantry now as well to bolster this army. And we're going to send it to basically hold this crossing. But first things first, let me just check that Denmark haven't got any other allies apart from Russia. And no, they don't. They've refused to surrender. This will be a pretty easy one. We've got cannons and good infantry. They've just got a bunch of militia, basically. So we go in straight in with the assault. do love this game. It's a shame that it had such a crap launch, because it's a really good game. I'm firmly in the they need to remake this. They need to remake Medieval 2. They need to remake this as well. But I don't want the sequels. I want remakes. I want them to be exactly as they were. We've got quite a nice firing position, I think, into the city. I just, yeah, we can kind of like hit into the city, I think, quite nicely if we put them up on this hill. I don't know if it'll work exactly like that, but a man can dream. We're going to put our militia down here, I think, and sort of into the centre of the town. Cavalry. This game does suffer a little bit from the unit placement troubles, and the pathing as well is actually, I think it might be the worst in any of these games. Okay, we're going to have two lines of infantry to secure the field. Two lines to basically fire into the town. And we'll have two lines quite tight to basically secure this avenue here by the church. That should do us quite nicely. Let's jump in. Okay, I'm gonna march you up there. And send you over there. It looks like they've massed their army to the outside, so that kind of works for us. We're going to get our boys into the fields to secure. And there. You see what I mean about the unit placement? It doesn't always play nice. We will run with them to get into these points sooner. How's our artillery doing? I want you to focus on those guys if you can. We'll start running with our militia as well, and we'll actually engage their horse in the settlement. There we go, we are hitting them. We're taking some shots, but it's fine. Actually gonna move our guys up and contain them in this sort of U shape. They have pikes. We're gonna flank around with this unit. Maybe get some shots in on their general. We're winning that engagement there. We're gonna move our militia into the town. Pikes are engaging in melee, that's fine. Not too worried. Their citizenry are going to get mowed down by our muskets. Can fix bayonets obviously and try and go in. We have got the plug bayonets, so we could use that to our advantage. But I think we'll do it with these guys, seeing as they're in hand-to-hand at the moment. That should help them out a little bit. Oh, yep, funny old AI positioning. We'll put you guys up there. Okay, where's their general? There we go. Got sort of firing position down onto these guys. Okay, we're gonna actually plug bayonets with these guys and charge them because they're taking some losses. And These guys will put them up there to attack that position. Place you guys sort of there. I'm just going to be basically firing on them from all sides. Oh, they've gone for their general to charge. Interesting. Okay, militia. Get yourselves there. Move you guys out. So you can do something useful, get some flanking in or something. You chase down that general. You can charge to those guys. You try and shoot the general. Okay, you've got a few volleys off. They're in cover, so we're not going to be able to hit them too easily with our shot. So we are going to just rush them. Because it is just citizenry, so they're going to break quite easily. There's our lovely, lovely militia. I was about to call them mercenaries then. Yes, no, it's just a case of chasing down that general. Yep, they're routed. There we go, nicely done. Nicely done indeed. I think I'm a bit better at these games, you know? That remains to be seen, but I feel like I do better in these games than I do in the other ones. Okay, we don't have enough money to replenish everybody. I'm hoping this, I don't know, blockade method works. We're going to exempt this from tax because they're going to be angry. We're going to head down once we've restored order. I'm going to end the turn. Okay, Russia's up to something. I think they've moved an army nearby. I've got CPU moves off, which probably isn't the best idea, but... Okay. I suck at naval battle, so I'm just going to do this and pray. Yep, there we go. They're really cool if you like that sort of thing. Like if you like this period of naval warfare, but... I'm not great. Oh. They've murdered my bloody priest. Now that is not cool. Move your lads down. Okay, Norway. You chill yet? We'll replenish the rest of you guys. And we'll get a unit of militia there to keep the peace. I'm hoping that war breaks out between Poland and Russia, because that would probably help me a little bit in terms of keeping their attentions divided away from me. We'll see. I will quickly say as well, if you can hear like computer sounds in the background, it's because I'm currently exporting the finale video of the Byzantine Empire series. So, that's why there's a bit of a noise in the background. Okay. What if they actually got pikes and militia? So we could, theoretically, I think we could probably go for Vilnius. It's a pretty nice city, and it would be a good staging ground to basically push into Belarus, Poland. So it's... I think we should try and do that. Also going to try and leave here. And start heading to Skane, I believe it's called, to cross into Denmark. Yeah, I like the idea of pushing into Lithuania. We want a few more troops before we do that, but could be good. Okay, we'll grab these guys and we'll start heading. We'll head to the crossing at least, and then see if they attack us with anything. I don't think they've got anything in Belarus. No. Just going to see if we can find where their armies are. Still making money, so we're going to do some more units. I didn't mean to do a militia. I wanted another line infantry, so that's fine. We'll just have to wait. Okay. End turn. Good old Empire. It's nice and relaxed until you get yourself in a stupid like fight when you're outnumbered 2-1. Generally speaking, if you've got more guns than the bad guys, then you're going to win, unless they do something impressive. Okay. They've just broken an alliance with... I'm not sure who. I think it could have been Austria, maybe? Who knows? Okay, Russia. Okay, didn't think so. Would have been nice, but it is what it is. We'll just... we'll be taking this shit anyway, so... Really? Go all that way, you can finish the job. Raid their trade route here, gives us a bit of money, I believe. Okay, wait there. Can't see their army anywhere, so it's probably moved on. And we'll push into Lithuania. But grab a couple of... these guys are expensive, huh? We'll grab some more cannons, why not? Cannons are lovely. Once you... Unfortunately, at the start of this game, you don't have horse-drawn cannons, which is kind of weird. I would have thought that they'd have them, you know, in the 1700s. I feel like that'd be like the obvious thing to do, you know, move them with horses, but maybe I'm wrong. Cowland has declared war. Why would you do this? Okay, we might actually lose Riga here. They've got 2 line infantry and a bunch of militias. Yeah, we're going to let them have it. Oh, they didn't take it. That's weird. Okay, there's a Russian army there. Let's take this. They've refused to surrender. We'll have to take it by force. I'm not sure what happened there with that battle that we lost. I thought they were attacking the settlement, but I didn't realise we had an army on the border with them. But you know, it's what it is. Okie doke. Looks like the bulk of this battle is going to take place outside of the town. So we're going to form up our guys. Got this Hakapilita. I will say it correctly at some point. These are really good cav, if I remember correctly. Kind of like their elite cavalry. They were sort of famous in this time period because horses were pretty out of fashion at this point in time. So the Swedish sort of used them to pretty great effect. Sort of proved that the horse was still irrelevant on the field of battle. Bit of a trivia for you. Obviously, they're a bit smaller, the unit, but that's fine. Okay, we're gonna basically hold them between these trees. And hope that our cannon can shoot over. And then we're gonna send our other units up here to sort of enclose and flank. We're gonna have our cavalry in these woods with our general just here. It's going to be a similar story. Their troops are pretty piss poor. It's just pikes and militia and, you know, civilians, essentially. So I'm not worried. We're going to meet those cavalry with ours. Looks like our artillery is taking some pot shots at them too. Oh, nearly a direct hit. There we go, we got them. These are like militia cavalry, so they're not as good as ours. We've got horse regiments, so they're much better. Just make sure you keep them engaged. Okay, we're actually going to shoot at their pikes now. I want to pull away now because their militia's going to take aim. Try and get some shots off. Yeah. So we're going to actually pull our cav back into this forest here, and we can charge them out as and when they're needed. But we're going to use our line infantry now to do the rest. Just going to see what... Yeah, we want them to be down here because it's slightly hill. You really need to be careful about where you position your guys because they can, like if they're at the wrong incline, for example, they will not get a very good shot. We'll be placing them where you can put the camera right down to basically their eye level, like this. And if you can see the enemy, then your guys will hit them. If you can't, then they won't. So you want to be pretty on the ball when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm just going to move our guys up here now. Form a bit more of a better battle line. There we go. Be doling out some pain on them. They're going to get a few shots off at me, but that's fine. So one of the unlocks you can get is fire by rank, where your first line will shoot, second line they'll duck, reload, second line shoots, they duck, back line shoots, which is really, really good. You don't get it for a little while though, so you want your lines to be as thin as possible to start with. I think we can probably route that unit with our general. Got these guys to fix their bayonets because they're going in with the pikes, so they are going to be in combat. I'm going to send out our horsemen as well. Killed their general. And yeah, we've broken those citizenry. I think we'll pull back now though, because we're going to be caught in the crossfire a little bit. Ah, they're running. Nicely done, I think we've won that. Don't think they've got any units that aren't running away. Okay, that's killed like I was hoping they could jump over that. The bodyguard jumped over it, so I'm not sure why ours didn't. Have they got any troops left on the field? Am I missing something? I think we've got them fully routed. I don't know why the fight's still going. There we go. Another easy victory. And that is Poland. Not Poland. That's Lithuania taken. So we're going to repair the buildings. And we can't really replenish our troops, so we're just going to sit here. What? No way we lost that entire regiment of Hakkapeliitta. I don't remember that happening. I guess they all died. Somehow. That's a bit annoying. They were quite pretty nice troops. Okay. Now we're going to fight over in Denmark. They're going to refuse, of course. We're going to just get in there and assault and take them out. Hopefully this goes smoothly. They have a lot of... They outnumber us, but a lot of their troops are crap. We're just fighting, you know, militia. And more sort of peasants. Same rule applies with the cannon. You want to basically check that it's flat so that they can shoot. They don't have the best range, though. You do get better cannons later, but to start with they are not the best. So I'm going to see, where are they deploying? Sort of in this town bit, amongst these sort of small houses. So we want to pull our lines out like this a little bit, maybe. Keep them focused on this central area. There we go. Perfect formation. You can do some funny things with the unit formations. Like you can just do, like, you know, this monstrosity. Okay. They've gone quite wide, but we're gonna hold them here, basically, let them come to us. So I've gone for like the back line, because we can sort of pull these guys off the back line and put them out on the flanks as and when we need them. They have got cannons, so we want to be careful of that. Let's see what sort of angle they've got. They would have a bit of an angle on me. I think actually, when they've been putting these in placements, I could be wrong. I think they can only shoot straight. I don't think they can turn that far, so we might be okay. If not, we can send a unit of cav to take them out. Just speed things up. Looks like they've pulled all of their army up here. Not sure what they're... Okay, so they do have other cavalry here. Other cannons. We do want to take them out, I think. So we're going to send our cav to do just that. I think we have to rethink our deployment here, because they've just all gone up here, which is interesting. So what I think we'll do is we will sort of form a line here-ish, and we'll have some units in the town itself, although they do have some pikes in there, to shoot as well. That's the plan. I don't know that these guys will actually get any shots off on me, so it's just in case. There we go. That's them dealt with. I think we might just get away with charging these cannons and then pulling out really quickly. Killed their general, apparently. There you go, now you can pull out. Okay. Move those guys. Ah, we've caught some shots with our cav, unfortunately. Gonna start getting this line prepared. We're gonna send our militia towards the settlement. We'll have 2 units of line infantry in the reserve. And we'll have a unit of militia to help as well. They might get there before us, we might have to pull that line back a bit, but we'll see. We have like quality on our side. This is what I mean by the unit pathing, by the way. This is common. And we'll have a unit of foot infantry in here ready to sort of take a position up here, maybe. It's going to be close with the line of battle, so I might have to rethink that a little bit. Maybe something like this. Maybe even further back. Kind of winging it a little bit. Okay, they've charged their general, looks like. Right. Fix bayonets and kill that general. Ah, they're shooting us. We can break those guys though. Just make sure they're actually in the fight. There we go. Fix bayonets. Looks like this will be fought hand to hand. We have the advantage in hand to hand because I don't think these guys have plug bayonets researched. So they're running in trying to smack us with guns whilst we have pointy sticks on the end of ours. So. Let's occupy that building. And let's charge these guys as well. Having the buildings is quite nice. It gives your units cover, obviously, and they can fire out the windows. They're like, yeah, and up on the roofs, look. So they don't have, like, their firepower is impeded, but it does help just like hold a point a little bit. It doesn't look like they can shoot any of these guys, so we're gonna move them out and shoot here. We're gonna push up with our infantry. And we're gonna pull our general up. Oh, no, that's not our general. Yeah, that's fine. Get ourselves a little perimeter going. Okay, we might have to plug bayonets here. I think so. Looked like they were attacking us, so don't want to take the risk of getting into a fist fight. Ah, you guys can get in melee. Like I say, these guys, their army is not the best with morale and such, so they're pretty easy to break. If they had like, you know, full line infantry and stuff, we'd have issues. But luckily they don't. There we go. Another victory. They are dead. We lost a few men, but they got absolutely rinsed. Okay, we're going to have to spend a few turns in Copenhagen, I think, just replenishing. Who's this guy? Denmark. They're still alive, aren't they? Yeah, they have Reykjavik. And they... No, okay, that's fine. They don't have Greenland, they just have Iceland. That's fine. We'll try and get a peace with them, because they can just live in Iceland forever. They want Finland. Why did you want Finland? That's a bit of a dumb province, don't you think? Surely you'd want Denmark back. We'll just leave it. I don't think they'll be able to muster anything and send it over, you know, the North Sea anytime soon. What is good though is we have this new college, so we can actually now research multiple texts at once, which is quite nice. We're going to do physiocracy, I think. Hang on, no. That's good for like colonial, yeah, plantations. We don't have any plantations. Oh god, I've fucked it up already. There we go. Empiricism, because that means we can upgrade the research buildings, which you kind of want to do in order to keep on top of things. There is, yeah, I thought they'd do that. We are not going to win, unfortunately. So they can take that. Lost the battle, but we'll win the war. Ah yeah, Denmark is going to be big sad because it's a capital, I believe. So capital cities, they have more resistance to occupation. Can I exempt you? Kind of. You'll get better. We kind of do need the money though. Okay, what's going on here? Got a Russian army. Can't see any Polish armies nearby. Might try and take the opportunity to march north. Do need to replenish though. Not this turn. We need money. We need to pacify Denmark and move on as well. The good thing about tech as well is it's quite a valuable diplomatic resource. You can trade techs. Hanover. Really? Okay. If you say so. The workers are on strike in Norway. They'll be fine. They'll get over it. You spend a lot of money on replenishment in this game. That was my entire like turn budget gone on replenishing. But we want to, I mean, Hanover are at war with me, so we have to prepare for that. We're not going to go to them though. They've bloody ruined my college. How dare they? We have ring bayonets in a couple turns. That's going to be pretty useful. It means that our guys will just have bayonets on their guns when they deploy. Ah, Russian army. A sizable Russian army as well. So that might be a bit of a challenge. Shit. Would have been nice if we assassinated him. Okay, what we're going to have to do then is No, not that. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. There we go. Need to actually just select the units that are replenishing. There we go. Get our money back. And recruit some troops. So let's have a look. They've got 1, 2, 3 units of force, including their general. We have none, so we want to rectify that. Dragoons are quite nice. They can shoot. So I think we'll hire a couple of dragoons and pray. Russian army there. We just have to sit tight and wait. See what unfolds. Maybe going for Denmark wasn't the wisest choice. Here they come. Yeah, we're going to have to try and hold out on this one. We'll fight it. I don't know that we'll win. I probably should have just pulled that second army and moved them for this war and just ignored Denmark. But then, you know, Denmark might have just attacked me anyway, so you never know. Okay, is there anything we can use to our advantage? We have 2 cannons, which is quite nice, and we'll have a very nice hill here that is outside of our deployment zone, so we can't actually do it. Piss. There are no victory points in this game, so they could just walk in the town and they would never, ever, ever be able to take it. So what I'm going to do is get a nice position up on this hill. With some artillery, and they can't go up here. Look, this is impassable. So I can't like deploy my units across here, so they have to come up here, I think, where we'll have some pikes waiting for them. So yeah, this like reduces the cone that they can shoot from, which is a bit annoying. So I want to try and like, that's a bit better. They can shoot evenly then. Militia. We've got light infantry as well. So you can actually have them take cover on these walls, or you can have a trench. So we can do a bit of both, I think. We're going to have our line infantry here. And here. With a trench to help protect them. And we'll have militia here as a sort of first line of defence, maybe. And we'll have our crappy infantry right there. Okie doke. It's going to be a bit of a desperate defence, but I think we might be fine. Can I not take cover? Oh, it's a hedge, that's why. Come on, play nice. Don't think it's going to play nice. They really wanted to get on the wrong side of the wall, don't they? Which is a bit annoying. Okay, they're not playing nice. I don't know why they won't get on the right side of the wall. You can like, yeah, you can kind of like, if you move the mouse, you can kind of get them to move, but it's a little bit hit or miss. It might be because if there's an incline, maybe. I'm not sure, but that'll do. we'll basically just have the militia there to get a few good shots in before pulling away. We've got a pretty good kill zone here with our cannons, so we will hold fire until they're down into this sort of valley, and then we'll let loose on them. Should have pretty easy shots on them. They're going quite compacted with their infantry, so that's nice. I don't know if these guys are... Yeah, they're like melee. So we want to be careful with those guys. They're pretty nasty. Okay, looks like they're sending some cav up. So we're going to send them away. Yeah, we got some pretty nice position here with the artillery. Might just save us. Taking out these horse will help us out pretty decently. There we go, that's another one. Broken. There we go. Let's try and get their general. It would be pretty nice if we can take him out. Oof. Missing. Nice, that's a shot. I think they're about to throw this guy's life away. He's running. Just need a stray bullet to hit him. Oh, or an artillery shell. Cannonball, I should say. They're not really shells, are they? I think you do get like explosive canister shots and stuff later on. But that's a bit later on. You get grape shot too, which is really, really good. Close range. Okay. Let's focus on this infantry now. I think the artillery have unlimited ammo as well, which is quite nice. Don't know if we want to try and focus on the same units, maybe. Just to like maximise the chance that we hit. So they're going heavy on this flank. Fortunately, the round shot doesn't do a lot of damage to infantry. As you can see, it's not doing a whole lot to these guys, even if we're hitting them directly. but it will do morale damage. So just by getting these shots around them, yeah, they're going to start wavering a little bit. We're going to start focusing a bit on these guys. Seeing as they're sort of massed up over there. So that's going to start giving them second thoughts, maybe. We're actually going to march out, try and take this, these walls here. Looks like we've got them running scared. I think they're going to try and reform and maybe try and attack again. We can push up, try and get some shots into them. Not sure what their plan is here. I think they want to get out of range of the artillery, maybe. Their cannons have come out to play. It's going to get gunned down, I'm afraid. They want me to attack. That's not how this is going to go, I'm afraid. Right, they're pushing up again. Yeah, they've just sort of reformed. Okay then. Go for those infantry up there. Okay, I don't think our guys can shoot up the hill, but they can shoot down it maybe. So we may need to pull back. We'll hold for now. Okay. You guys fix bayonets. Okay, we're actually going to pull back to the initial line here. I'm going to sacrifice this unit, I think. Try and get some hits in whilst they're all clumped. Okay, these guys are also a lost cause. Tricksy Russians baiting us in like that. Shouldn't have taken the bait. It's fine though. Just have to maintain this position. We can't march with them, can we? That's annoying. I was going to hopefully push the pikes forward, but I realised I'm not playing medieval anymore. You can't move with the pike wall. You have to. They are stationary, unfortunately. Okay, just fix bayonets. It looks like. have got our other line infantry up here. We're going to put them in. They should be able to shoot over these guys. Okay, let's keep attacking them. You guys fix bayonets too, because you're going to be fighting. They're breaking. So we'll try and keep the momentum up here. I think hand to hand combat is going to win us the day. Who are these guys? Oh, they're still fleeing, yeah. Losers. I think we've clinched it. Yep, we've set them running. Just need to do the same to this unit. There you go. We did it. Got lucky with the terrain, I think. Posting up on that hill, having the artillery just fire at them like constantly was good for us. Just kept their morale completely broken by the time they got to us. And then when we sort of charged them at the end, that sort of is what got them to run away. Okay, I've had to make a quick edit because unfortunately my game crashed. I alt-tabbed and the game crashed right after I fought that battle, and the previous save was the previous turn end. So I actually had to fight that again, annoyingly. So I'm popping this in here just to let you know, but this is the end of the episode. We're going to pick up from here next time. We'll be looking at retaking Livonia, taking Cowland, securing Denmark, and maybe pushing against Hanover, whilst building up our army in St. Petersburg to repel and hopefully push into Russian territory in the near future. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more Empire Sweden episodes. And yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, tips, tricks, all the usual. It is all very much welcome. Thank you, and I will see you next time.